The short-term effects of cocaine. The short-term effects of cocaine is what I think made this drug so dangerous for me, so addictive for me. And these short-term effects are essentially what you're looking at is the benefits of this drug. And this is always, in my opinion, why I think cocaine is one of the most dangerous drugs out there, because of these short-term effects and how they hit your body, how they affect your body, and how much almost pleasure it gives your body. Because again, that's one of those things of, man, when we find something that we enjoy, that we like, that fills all of this happiness, all of this joy, we can easily become addicted to it. So these are some of the short-term effects that you can experience when using cocaine. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What's up, guys? My name is Eric, and I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict, and I like to share my experiences for the one out there struggling, for the one out there going through it, to know that you're not alone, to understand what it is that you're fighting through. And one of the biggest struggles that I had in life was cocaine addiction. Cocaine addiction was extremely strong with me. I've struggled with it for years and years and years. And to me, cocaine is one of the most dangerous drugs there is. I know that there's a lot of other drugs, and again, this is different for everybody. We all have a drug of choice per se, and that's why it's called our drug of choice, because it's our most dangerous drug. And for me, it was cocaine, and a lot of it had to do with what the short-term effects of cocaine use were. A lot of times what people don't realize is the short-term effects of a drug is typically what makes it so almost addictive for us, or at least what I found from my experience so addictive for me, because the short-term effects of cocaine is, one, massive amount of dopamine. So you feel very energized, you feel very happy. It gives you a sense of euphoria. It gives you big mood energy. It gives you confidence. It gives you a heightened awareness. It makes sex last longer. It gives you a euphoric feeling. And if you haven't noticed, all of these feelings, all these short-term effects are feelings of good, feelings of joy, feelings of happiness, feelings of strength. It gives you a alerted awareness, being alert to everything around you. And these short-term effects outride and override some of the other short-term effects that are more the negative effects, such as dry mouth, the muscles in your jaw tense up, the agitation, the slurred speech or the rapid speech, which these little short-term side effects aren't necessarily bad per se side effects until it gets to the point that it is bad. So the short-term side effects, I think, is what really draws us in and lures us into a drug. It did for me. And these short-term side effects are something that I thrived on. Now, the problem with short-term side effects is they're short-term side effects for a reason, because they wear off. The long-term effects now start to really hit in, or even those mid-term effects, which is more of the depression, the anger, the agitation, the irritability, the just frustration that starts to brew from the depression that hits, because all of a sudden this massive amount of dopamine, serotonin, and this is now all of a sudden absorbed back into your system. There's not an abundance of it. You're not feeling it. And especially with serotonin, people don't realize that neurotransmitter is a huge mood stabilizer. And so when serotonin gets thrown off, that's where the anger, the irritability kicks in very quickly. And it's almost like these manic episodes start hitting, where somebody can go from very happy because there's a ton of dopamine, a ton of serotonin in their body, to all of a sudden there's not. So all of a sudden there's this big drop, and now that's massive depression hits along with the irritability. And knowing what these short-term effects are, knowing how they affect your system, is part of what I always found I latched onto to remind me how dangerous this drug was. Remembering and knowing that these short-term effects are only short-term effects. These are not lasting effects. So no matter how good I feel, I'm almost going to feel 10 times worse in the end. And again, that's where we could become an addict, where we keep chasing this high, because what? We want to keep feeling that good. And for the one out there struggling, believe me, I know what it's like. I tried getting sober from 23 up to 36. That's how long it took me. 13 years to get sober, on and off. And finally, one day, it stuck. It stuck, and I haven't looked back. And for the one out there going through it, that's why I share these stories. That's why I share what I've learned just through experience, through talking to others, because I know how important it is to be educated on this, especially when you're trying to just get sober and hear other people's experiences and go, okay, if they can do it, I can do this too. Because that's what it's all about, is being able to fight through, being able to do this. So if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And just know that you're not alone, and that you can fight through, and that you can do it. And your journey is your journey, and you got this.